What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe. So the New Orleans Saints made it official yesterday. They hire Doug Nussmeier. I forgot his name for a second. They hired Doug Nussmeier to be the offensive coordinator. Now, Kellen Moore has been together with Doug Nussmeier, guys, since 2018. They were the Cowboys. Nuss was the tight end coach. Moore was the quarterback coach. Moore became OC. Nuss became QB coach, and they've stuck together every stop since. So they were there in Dallas together. They were in with the Chargers together, Jake, with your Bolts, and then they were in Philly together last year. So I kind of love this because you are getting a long-term working relationship here. It's kind of like how we used to talk about like Kellen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb. Like this is not just like two guys that, oh yeah, I liked working with him. No, for over half a decade now, they have been working hand in hand. So they have that rapport. They know what they want to do. They're interconnected from a play calling, game planning, quarterback developing standpoint. We've been talking about it, so there's not a ton to add, except it's a strong hire that makes a lot of sense and comes with the wonderful added narrative of you now have two Nusses that are majorly factoring into Louisiana football.
Yeah, and we talked about the situation with Kellen Moore still calling plays, but you still wanted somebody that was going to be there, that somebody he trusted, somebody he could bounce those ideas off of, and Nussmeier is going to be heavily involved in getting the game plan together, knows the offense, knows the terminology, and so that's going to be something that he'll be able to help everybody with and help everybody kind of transition to this new offense. And so, yeah, certainly I think it's a great move. The fact that they have this kind of relationship. I mean, look, Doug's been coaching for 25 years. Yeah. Right? So, I mean, you get an experienced coach. He's done it at college. He's done it in the NFL. Love the move. Think it's a great move for them. And, now they got to figure out where the Jimmies and Joes are going to come from.
The question is, are you on the Nuss bus? Because here we go. You've ridden the new young model. What about the old jalopy? See what he can do. And what will he do with Derek Carr? That is the question. And it continues. The more time that passes without any real commitment continues to make you think that maybe they will move on, though again, it could still go either way. And the one of the interesting angles on the Derek Carr conversation is there's no angle where you keep him long term. It's either cut him now or cut him in a year. And so it does beg the question, are the savings worth it, knowing you're going to cut him in a year, to do the lame duck quarterback dance? And to be fair, you could say, oh, well, maybe you don't end up cutting him. Maybe it goes well with Nuss and everybody else. Oh, true. But it certainly feels like that's a foregone conclusion. And I feel like that could potentially create an awkward and maybe somewhat toxic environment if Carr's walking around knowing that he's getting cut in a year and the only reason you're sticking around is for money. By the way, he's not going to take a pay cut. He already said that, and he has a no trade clause. So he ain't going to take a trade. So that's out the window as well. Either cut him, eat the $50 million this year, cut him post June 1, spread it out over 2 years. But in that case, you don't get it till June 2nd, so it doesn't really help you build your team anyway. Or it's cut him next year, and I think you get it down, I think it's like a $20 million, $30 million hit, something along those lines. It's crazy, but we'll see what you will do with Derek Carr. Again, I mean, I don't know. The idea of him walking around knowing he's going to be fired in a year makes me feel like maybe it's better to just rip the Band-Aid off and let the chips fall where they may. Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.